Welcome to That's What We Think with Connie and Steve. Hi, Steve. How are you?
Hello, my friend. I'm doing really well. Do you want to know why? Because my lovely friend Sue sold me her brother's train set. I love trains and I love train sets. One of the reasons why we got the condo is because the dentist office down the street had a train set.
Oh,
I
really?
hate it. Well, no, that's my reason.
I
That's
was going to
not
say
her reason.
it's an interesting reason.
No. It's just mine. Ever since I was a kid, I've loved train sets.
Hmm.
And I've always wanted to build my own. And now that I'm getting older, I think, you know what, this might be the time to start the
Yeah.
hobby because I really love it. Connie, I really love it.
Hmm.
And it's a Lionel train from 1962.
Mm.
So it's an old school one. And so now comes the fun part of building it and building it. I have things in mind. I have to figure
Are
out
you
what
going
I'm
to
going
do
to
like a
do.
whole room
Connie, if I
with like
can,
mountains and
oh,
villages
oh,
and
honey, I'm doing the gamut if I can. Like, the only problem is that Steve is not exactly the best when it comes to building these type of things, so I really have to think
you just
about
take
these
your
things.
time and
That's the thing.
slowly go about it, right?
I'm sorry, I get very excited about this because I don't have a lot of hobbies,
Hmm.
and this one is it's really special to me, and I don't know, like, I had one as a kid, and unfortunately, I broke it. Somebody stepped on it
Oh my
because
gosh.
which is awful, I know. But, and dad had built me this really beautiful everything, like, he built it for me and unfortunately it
Hmm.
got wrecked. So now I just wanna redo it again. So
Hmm.
here we are. So I'm
Maybe
very
have it
excited.
elevated like on a table so
I
no one can
will.
step on it.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
That is absolutely the goal. So that's how I'm doing. How are you, my friend?
Good.
Yeah?
Good,
I
yes.
know.
So the hardwood floor in my
Yeah.
bedroom
Yep.
is done. We still have to
Yay.
do the baseboard, but yeah, it's done.
I love this. Like, okay, so we are in oh my God, we're in April, almost in April. And now you bought the house and moved in November,
November.
right?
Yeah, the end of
So
November.
so actually the timeline's doing pretty well, Akon. I mean, you've got the house painted, the floors redone, the closets.
The closet, yeah.
What's next?
Well, the floors have to continue into the other bedrooms. So we're
Okay.
going to go down the hall into Abby's room and then do Evelyn's in the spare bedroom.
How long are you guys thinking? Like, is this for the year and then that's it? Are you guys done after this or do you have any more
No.
stuff?
No, we
Oh,
have,
oh God.
the staircase is getting redone, the tiles on the main floor are getting redone, the 2 bathrooms upstairs are getting redone, um, so yeah,
I
it's
gotta
gonna be a
ask.
construction zone for quite some time.
So this is my question, and I think I'm going to bring this to everybody that's listening to us about when you're purchasing a property and the difference between move-in ready and not move-in ready,
Mhm.
and the space in the middle. And I think you guys are kind of in the middle there with your purchase of your house, right? It was move-in ready, but you're still taking the time to redo everything. Is
Yeah.
it possible? Do you really think it's possible to find a property out there that has everything you wanted without actually having to spend more money to fix it? Or
Without it being a brand new house, you mean?
right,
And
and or
custom
do you
building it?
still absolutely. Is it possible? I'm
I
sure
don't
people could answer
know, I
this.
think even, like so even our old house that we sold, I loved everything about it. It was
I
it
love that
was it
house.
was a beautiful house.
I can't wait to see the new one.
Yeah.
Haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
However, there were always still things that I was like, "Oh, you know what? Maybe I would do this, or maybe I would change this, or." So I think a house
That's
is like a person
project.
maybe that is
Oh,
always evolving. With every year that goes on and it's always a project. The only time it's not a project is if you don't actually own a house and you're renting it. But I think even then, if I
right.
was renting a house, I would
It's
still look
still
around it and go,
yeah,
"If this was my house, this is what
absolutely.
I would do." Yeah.
Yeah, or you could just even I mean, landlord willing, you could ask, can I just make a quick little paint job here?" Whatever,
Paint. Yeah.
nothing over the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, and I think that's why sometimes people when it comes between the difference of getting a condo and getting a home, Um, I I mean, with a condo, obviously, you get all the built-in features and it's done.
Yeah.
However, with a home, I think there's more of a chance to really landscape it and turn it to what you really, really want
Oh,
without
yeah.
affecting everybody. Actually, I shouldn't say that. It depends on the area and neighborhood that you live in, because some neighborhoods may not appreciate you changing things and others don't care. It just depends on
Well,
where
I
you
don't
are.
think well, here in Canada, we don't really have
Thank
many
God, eh?
HOA home,
Yes,
neighborhoods.
this is for our international people.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. In the States, you do
In the
have
States.
to I know when my mom had her place in Florida, in Boca, she had to, there are certain things that she couldn't do, certain plants she couldn't put out front, or trees, or she couldn't remove things, or, she couldn't paint her door the color
Mhm.
she would have maybe wanted to. I don't know if she wanted to change the color of the door, but I'm just saying, like, those are things that you can't do because you are
It's an
beholden
HOA.
to, the homeowners association.
HOA, yeah. Well,
Did I say that
actually,
right?
yeah,
Homeowners Association.
HOA, yeah, that's right.
It felt like I shush, 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 shush. I was like, "Did I
I'm
say
sure
that
someone
right?"
will tell you if you did say it wrong. No, you said it right. But actually, now that I think about it, in the apartment that I lived in Spire, it was specific in terms of what you could and couldn't do.
Yeah,
And that it was a new build, so when we went to pick out the things that we wanted, it is a specific thing. You could not pick any other curtains other than the ones that they
that
set
they
out for
put
you to
yes,
pick.
because well, it has to have the white backing at least in
Absolutely,
order
and the
for
balconies?
mhm,
Oh, and the balconies, you had to be it had to be clean, which is fine, I
which
appreciate that,
yeah,
absolutely. But yeah, oh, there was strict standards and just depends. But
mhm.
anyways, before we go off into the world of real estate and how to redo your
Yeah,
home,
really.
uh we just wanted to give you an update on how things have been because Connie and I have been away. It's been in Canada here. It's our March break, or in Ontario, anyways. We had our March break, and we took a little time away,
Mhm.
spend with family, and do other things. Did you have a nice March break?
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's a construction zone here, so I've been trying to, as much as possible, clean up behind it, which is like a
Yeah,
daily task,
yeah.
but got to spend some time with the kids and
The kids,
yeah, and
and that's
shuffle them
exact.
here and there.
That's the story of your life, I swear.
It is.
But there has also been a lot of other things happening, and we all know it's been crazy, and it just seems to get crazier and crazier and crazier by the day. And I know everyone's struggling just to kind of keep afloat with the endless amount of shit that is say that seems
Right.
to be shoveled down our throat. But we just wanted to highlight just a couple of things. And one of the things that we wanted to talk about was the controversy, and we are a little bit late, obviously, talking about this, but it's a viable topic, and that's about Timothy Chalamet, the Oscars, and um, his foot and mouth syndrome that seems to be his thing right now, or was. And I do wonder now, after everything that's happened, if he's learned a lesson. But who knows? We're not in his head. We don't know what he's
No.
thinking. But we can talk a little bit about the the controversy around what he had said. And as you have a daughter in the arts,
Yeah.
I'm sure that she probably was thinking, "My God," you know?
Well, yeah, I have one daughter who absolutely loved, Timothée Chalamet.
Oh, love, duh. Ooh,
Loved,
okay, okay.
Timothée Chalamet.
Yep.
And that was slowly changing with his, little relationship that he has with,
Oh, right, with the yeah, with
the
her. Yeah.
Kardashian girls.
Yep,
And then obviously, I have my other daughter who is, doing tap and jazz and
yep.
ballet and singing
The
and
arts.
everything,
Yep,
right? She's in the
yep,
arts. So,
yep.
her trajectory will be theater, musical theater. Um, and I don't think that they were so shocked.
Really?
Yeah,
His background,
I
his
know,
mother,
and
his
I think that's
sister.
maybe why they did I don't know if they were aware of the fact that his mother, his grandmother, his sister, all of them are professional ballerinas. How do you say something so idiotic and then What is your relationship to these women in your life that you would say something so derogatory? And the fact that he belittled that art form, opera and ballet, he belittled the people that watch him because he put each person down to pennies and cents. Like 14 cents is what he's losing.
I'm There is a topic that we will be discussing at another time, which I think could be related to the direction that he seems to be heading.
Yeah.
And I will add, one of the things that's driving me crazy is how some people are justifying his comments and calling him a kid. He is a
Yeah.
30-year-old man, not a child. He is a man. Can you,
Yeah.
people, he is not a child,
No.
okay? With
No,
that
he's a
said,
grown
he
man.
is a grown man here who made that comment. And granted, um, why he's doing this is an interesting. s- There's a theory that what he's trying to do is break free from his Twinkie gay following,
Mhm.
young girls, all those things, because he wants to be a man, like an action star. And that means having to disassociate with things that are considered, I know, Connie, I know, disassociating with certain, you know,
Yes.
cohorts and groups that may be admiring him. And this
Right.
is why. This might
However,
be the
the
theory.
film that he was in was unless something has happened with ping pong in the last decade, I don't think it's an action film.
I didn't
It's
even
not.
see it. What is it? What was the movie called?
It was, it got completely snubbed. Oh, Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme.
Marty
Okay.
Supreme
So
is
it's about
the,
ping pong?
yeah.
Okay.
I didn't realize what it was about until the whole controversy, which
Did you watch it?
no,
Okay.
I didn't.
Okay.
Honestly, I haven't been watching any movies for a long time. The one thing that I'm thinking that maybe he did this for is because as much as, yes, Marty Supreme was getting Oscar buzz, but was it being watched? Like, I mean, to me, I didn't know anything about it until all of this
I thought it was a
controversy.
hit. I didn't look. I don't know anything about this movie. And I think the
I
reason
just
why I'll be honest, it's Timothy Chalamet fatigue.
mm,
Because it had been a year-long campaign to boost himself up. He's been on endless talk shows and
yeah,
talking about the movie and everything else, and people in the trades, oh, he's a shoe-in, he'll win, blah, blah, blah.
mhm,
And previous award shows, he was winning as well, and I just look, I wasn't personally just wasn't a huge fan, probably in
of
the
Timothy?
minority on. No, I really don't know his work, so
Yeah,
I can't honestly speak for how he acts or what he does. I never
mhm.
even saw Call Me by Your Name. Um,
No, neither have
Jim
I.
did, but
My
I didn't
girls
see
did.
it. Yeah, and apparently, allegedly, yes, he deserved all the awards because he was so good in it, and I
Yeah,
believe that. Still, I understand if this is what the goal is, if the goal is to start becoming, quote, unquote, "a man" in order to get guys fans, which make up a significant amount of the box office money. There's a certain age group that go to the movies and wanna see, whatever it is that they wanna see, um, action figures and things like that, then I can understand maybe why, but he didn't, but doing it this way, which completely did blow up
yeah,
his entire character.
yeah.
Where it lands, who knows?
Although, I was watching something where they said that this is not unusual for him. He
Oh,
has made this comment a few times where it went, more viral, 1, because it was just before the Oscars.
right.
Secondly, he equated his audience to nickels and dimes.
What does that
So,
mean?
meaning he said, "Oh, I know I'm gonna lose, 14 cents a viewer now or 14 cents for
Oh.
the from the people that are watching me."
Did he say this in that
He's
stupid town hall that he did with
yes.
Matthew McConaughey? By
Yeah.
the way, Nathan Lane I don't know if you heard his comment about Matthew McConaughey and Timothee
Yes.
Chalamet. Um, Why the powers that be needed to put these 2 minds together and to create a town hall is brilliant.
Yeah.
But, um but,
Nathan Lane has the
he's the best.
oh my god, he is
God,
so biting, and I love it.
without even it's just that's the joy of gay men sometimes with their humor, God bless us.
Yeah.
Anyway, but I still I didn't know that he had gone further, like because obviously they're just showing that one clip over and
Yeah.
over again.
No, there's
Okay. Wow,
there's
so
more to it,
he
and he had said ballet being a dying art form
to give
before.
him unfortunately, to give him credit, he has probably single-handedly revived the
Yeah,
that portion of the arts,
yeah.
because now he's bringing awareness to the importance of opera and ballet,
Mhm.
and look, it's
One
not
of
for
the
every
oldest art
I know.
forms of entertainment, and it's still around. How
It
long are you
is
gonna be around for Timothée Chalamet?
I agree. My friend Sue and I, when I was living in Prague, got a chance to go to the Prague Opera House. After it was a matinee,
Mm.
so there wasn't a lot of choices. So we went to go and see Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah.
But I didn't realize it was mostly for children at the time, but that's okay. What was good about it is that there were kids there
Yeah.
and they're watching opera.
Mhm.
Now, this is the real version of Hansel and Gretel. This isn't the Disneyfied happy, this
Right.
is the real version. And they had the words up on top so people could follow along with what they were saying, even though it was in Czech. It's okay. It's fine.
Mhm.
It's fine. You still learn. But it was glorious.
Mhm.
And I understand that it's not for everybody, and that's fine. Not everything is for
Yeah.
everybody. But this art form is like you said, Connie, it is so old and
Mhm.
so majestic and so such an incredible part of our artistic tapestry. And I hate to see it maligned for unknown reasons. In this day and age, I get it. We are stuck in this weird world where we get our enjoyment staring at a phone
Yeah.
and people are not getting a chance to actually see and listen to this incredible art and see ballet,
The
the
athleticism
work
that goes
that goes into
into
it.
ballet
Connie,
is incredible.
their feet are, I mean,
Oh my god, their feet
just,
are destroyed.
it's
That's one of the
just,
reasons why Evelyn was like, I'm not gonna do toe."
yeah. I mean, it is a serious discipline. My admiration to the dancers that do participate in ballet is off the charts because I know how hard and see how hard they work. And that even just not even just ballet. Like if you go see a Broadway show, Jim and I had a chance to go see Hello Dolly with
Mhm.
they had Bette Midler, and we were up in front. And I think I laughed about this show because I'm more interested in the gays that were crying in the audience with joy because it was the best.
Yeah,
But but more importantly, just watching the dancers work their ass off. They are sweating,
yeah,
but from you can't see it because if you're looking at it from far away, you can't. But when you're up close, you can
yep.
hear them, just working really hard. And the admiration is just, that's why Evelyn, I'm so proud. I hope I know it's a lot of work,
Oh,
and
yeah,
she knows it's a lot of work,
yeah.
but it's worth it,
Let's just
right?
say this is
Yeah.
her first year, and they usually talk about, the freshman 15, right?
Okay. Okay.
No, not when you're in this program. There is no
No.
way that there's a freshman 15 unless it's a freshman negative 15. Not
Right.
that she's lost any because she's made sure she's maintained her, diet to be proper for what she's doing. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're not
It's not
gaining weight in this program.
agreed. Agreed. Now, you mentioned something. We were just talking a little bit about Amy Madigan.
Mhm.
Um, what did you want to say about her?
Oh, Weapons was the only movie out of all the movies that had anything to do with the Oscars that I actually watched,
Yeah.
and I
Yep.
wanted to watch it. I was, like,
Me too.
so thrilled of watching it. Not that I wanted to watch some of the others as well, I haven't made the time. Um,
Well, to be fair, with Sinners, I mean, I understand because the only reason why I saw clips and clips is that I'm not a huge vampire person. I can't.
right,
I want to see, but I've seen so many great clips that I want to get
yeah,
past it, but I don't think I can.
yeah,
Anyway, but yeah, going with Weapons.
yeah.
Weapons was great.
But Amy Madigan did such an amazing portrayal of this wicked character. You were pulled
You're
in,
riveted.
and she was terrifying and yet, like, just weird.
Sweet. And
Yes.
and, I said to Jim, because she brought this up about women in Hollywood, once they reach a certain age, how hard it is to get work. And in some respects, her role reminded me a little bit about Betty Davis and having to do Baby Jane,
Mhm.
something to scarify themselves a little bit more at a certain age because people weren't willing to accept a woman at that age without them having to do something crazy. But in this case, though, I she didn't play it for hammy effect or what's the word? It's not
Oh,
camp,
yeah. No, it
campy.
was totally not
She's
camp.
she was terrifying.
Yeah.
And we're not giving it away,
Mm-mm.
but she deserved that award, um, because, uh, she's unforgettable.
Yeah.
I think that was it. I loved her. She was fantastic, so I'm so happy that she got something. She's been in the business for years.
Yeah.
You wanna see
Oh,
her,
yeah.
people? Watch her in Uncle Buck. Now that's a good movie. That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. I don't know if that's an award-winning movie, but it is
Well,
a good movie.
it is not a award, but it is so, so good. Um, and I will make another comment just about the Oscars. In general, it was Conan O'Brien's hosting. He was phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think he was absolutely on point, and some things went over. I'm sure it might have gone over some of the audience and maybe people that were watching, but his zingers going after not only just Trump, but AI,
Yeah.
the industry itself. I think one of the funniest things he ever did was just showing how the future is now gonna be with our phones and people watching stuff. With him showing how movies are gonna be shown on that made me laugh with, Gone with the Wind cut off, so it says on with it just
Yeah.
it doesn't show the whole thing or fight scenes. And Will Arnett screaming about AI too was pretty impressive, like saying it's gonna ruin everything,
Yeah.
uh, but it's just a reminder how things just because technology is growing and changing doesn't necessarily mean it's doing something for the greater good.
Yeah.
And his comment too to the head of Netflix basically saying, "Oh no, everyone in a room together. Yeah, I can't make money
Yeah.
off of it."
Exactly. That
Whoa.
was hilarious.
Whoa.
The other thing that I
Oh.
thought was funny was when he mentioned that this was the first time in a long time that there was no British actors or actresses
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Best Actor and Actress award, but that they arrest their pedophiles.
I
I
know.
was just like, "Oh, that's like"
Whoa. Oh god, that was good.
Yeah,
It's just everything about it, and it wasn't mean-spirited, it was just on point. It
yeah.
was completely and there was no lies told
So
at
you
all.
watched the whole thing,
Most of it.
most of it?
I didn't
I
get to
didn't
see
watch
the whole
any of it.
thing.
I watched the clips afterwards
Yeah.
because, yeah, the Oscars was on too late for me.
Well,
Not that it's
Swiss
on too late because it does start early,
yeah, it starts
but
at 7.
it's starting early means that it's like it's the people watching
Y
and
fashion
the
stuff?
fashion
Yeah.
stuff, right? Which I
Yeah.
do love, and I do love seeing some of the dresses and everything that the
Yeah.
women were wearing and what the men were wearing too. There were a few that were dressed really,
Yeah.
really
Who do you
nice.
have? Do you have a list?
I do. I do. First off, every single one of those women from, K-pop Demon Hunters
Yeah?
were, like, dressed on point. I loved what they were wearing, the gold and the black and the embroidery. It was beautiful. I
I never
just thought
saw
it
it.
was just stunning what they were wearing. And
Did you see that movie?
no, I
Or
didn't see the
okay,
movie, but I
okay.
love the song Golden.
I don't
Love
know
it.
any of it. I'm
Oh
so out
my
to
god,
lunch.
Golden is
So
so
out to
it is
lunch.
such a fun song. It's so I don't know, there's something about it that just, like, completely uplifts you and makes you want to
Is it like Frozen? That movie? Like, what's that song that everybody always sings?
No.
Okay.
Let It Go?
Yeah.
No. This is
Okay.
more K-pop style.
Okay.
So
Which
so it's
which is
something
another
that you
genre I
wanna
don't know.
actually dance to and have fun with, right? So all of them, Rose Byrne
Yes, she looked amazing.
looked unbelievable.
She
Demi Moore, did you see her?
I didn't. I saw her in something else. She went to some show and she looked really, really thin.
She is
I just thought,
so thin.
"Eek." I thought, "Oh,
She's
okay."
so thin, but,
Yeah.
I mean,
She looked good.
she looked good. She looked good, and all those people that are saying that she looks good because she eats babies, I'm sorry.
What?
Oh my
What?
god. The amount of people that have this whole, like, eating babies and Hollywood, and then when you actually look at the Epstein files and see where that whole thing is actually pointing towards,
I know. I know.
you know?
I'm just getting
So
You know, when you tell me stuff like that, Connie, sometimes I go, "Why are we doing this?"
I know.
Because, I mean, oh god.
Yeah,
Like, people are driving anyway, 'kay,
and then
let's see.
Miles Caron, his maroon suit.
Okay, I don't know who that
Oh
is.
my, he looked
Miles K
great.
it's
He's from Sinners. His role is Ryan Coogler in Sinners. He is a musician and an actor. I also loved Shabuzi, and
there he
again,
is. Let me take a look.
Shabuzi was another one that I was, like, going, the shoes, the high-waisted pants, the
Yeah,
high collar, it was just class on class on class, and it was because men have a suit. They have,
yeah,
there's very little that they can do with it, right? But when they have fun with it and they do something interesting, whether it's a
yeah,
color or it's how it's designed,
yeah.
it's fun. I like that.
I agree. Shabuzi, he looked great at the Met. He did, he went to the Met, and his outfit was absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
And my
and
worst
speaking
dress
Yeah?
is Renata. She's a Norwegian actress, Renata Reinsve, or I don't know how you would say that. I apologize for butchering her name. She was Best Actress nominee for her role in Sentimental Value, Norwegian film.
Okay,
Um, it looked like she was wearing a bathing suit cover over top of like a bathing suit. So it was just like it was very plain, but the leg went really high, and it literally looked like she was just wearing a wrap over top of a bathing suit. That's
okay.
what it reminded me of, like something that you would wear poolside. Like, it
I'll
just
be
is like
honest. I'll be honest, Con. You don't wanna know what's go I'll just tell you. There on YouTube back in the day, there was this clip that they show on Vine, and it was Renata Bliss, this freestyle dance instructor. So anybody, you wanna go take a look? That's what's going through my mind right now.
Hmm.
Renata Bliss, okay? That's all I gotta say.
That's not who I'm
It's
talking
not
about.
who it is, I know, I know. Who else have you got on your worst dress?
That's the only one. That was, like, the one that stood out the most for me.
Hey, do you know what was shut out of the Oscars? Wicked. Wicked for Good.
It
Like, I
was.
just realized nothing was I
Wasn't
don't think
even
did they get any?
mentioned.
Yeah. They didn't get did they get any nominations? I
Nope.
don't I just realized that.
No, they didn't.
It kinda
Not
just
even for song.
faded.
It faded, and it's kind of not even thought about.
I think they made a mistake with that movie by separating it into 2 parts, because I think the second part wasn't as strong as the first. The
Oh,
songs in the
really?
second part aren't as memorable as they were in the first in part 1, so maybe that's why,
I
I
don't
don't know,
know.
it just
Evelyn
it's
said that the duet that is sung between,
Cynthia and Ariana?
no, 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 no,
Oh, okay,
Jonathan
okay,
Bailey and, Cynthia Erivo's duet, she
yeah.
said is her favorite that she's ever heard. She said she loved it. And I haven't heard it. I haven't watched the second part.
You should. And now I'm wondering perhaps it might go down more of a cult classic than a worldwide scale thing.
Mm,
It's just
maybe.
different. It's a different feel to it, and I get it. It's darker and it's a little I think, yeah, definitely try and
Yeah.
if you
I
can.
didn't get to watch it. I wanted to watch it in at the theater,
Yeah, me
and I
too.
don't know what was going on. Maybe I was moving at the
Life?
time. I might have been moving at the time, so it was just,
Probably.
like,
When did it come
chaotic.
out? Did it come out then?
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, November
uh,
21st.
is when it came out?
It
Okay,
came out to theaters November 21st. I moved November 20th.
yeah,
So, I was in the thick of
totally. Yeah,
craziness. So,
yeah,
I that's why I didn't get to see it,
yeah,
and watching it at home, I don't have the time.
that's
Like,
fair.
I watch, on occasion, 1-hour TV show a week, which
Yeah,
is like which is The Pit,
yeah,
and it's amazing. If you haven't
yeah.
watched The Pit, go watch The Pit. It is so good.
And if you haven't watched The Pit, watch The Peg on CIBC on CBC's, This Hour Has 22 Minutes. It's a hilarious send-up of The Pit. It's so funny. It's about Canadian healthcare system, and it is brilliant. It is so
I have
good.
not seen that.
Oh, Connie, it is worth it. Any Canadian, you gotta watch that. It absolutely gets our Canadian healthcare system so well. Um, the Oscars is
Really?
gonna be switching to YouTube. Did you know that?
I did not know
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. It's I get it. I think maybe because it's easy. I don't know. There was something special about it being on an NBC or ABC or CBS now, and those days are gone. We
Yeah,
know it now.
yeah.
This is the
Well,
future,
honestly,
so YouTube is where it's going.
because I didn't watch it the night of the Oscars, I went to YouTube to
Yeah,
find clips of it.
yeah.
It didn't have the whole show, which I was kind of shocked at.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I
Well,
didn't
okay.
find the whole show, but it did have clips, and I got to watch Timothee Chalamet lose to Michael B. Jordan, which I love Michael B. Jordan. I love him. Oh my
He's
god, if I
worked.
was younger and able to date him, I would.
Oh, Connie. Oh, man.
He is so
He's
I cannot imagine anyone not thinking that he is just like the bee's knees.
oh my god. Sorry, everyone. He's really old there. I will say I've been watching it for a while with, he was in The Wire, and he was so good in that
Yeah.
show. And he started off in soap operas.
Yes, I was just gonna say the same thing.
And I remember and I said to Jim, I go, "Do you realize how many people that have had their chops starting
Started
off"
there? Oh, yeah.
and everyone makes fun of it. I'm thinking, "You have no idea the amount of people that have started in that category of acting
Yes.
and have gone on." And the wonderful thing is seeing his former castmates praising him and are like so happy for him, and genuinely happy, not that
Yes.
fake phony shit. They are so happy. Amanda Seyfried, Seyfried, is that how you say her name?
Siegfried?
Siegfried, she worked with him on All My Children,
Mhm.
which is kind of cute too. And look at them, like it's
I
and they
know.
still are very close,
And
and I think that's awesome.
are there daytime soap operas still?
I don't even I think so, but maybe they're on I don't know, everything is so shifty, I don't know where
I
everything
know.
is. So, I think Young and the Restless is still on.
Oh,
I think
really?
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, I think I saw something on YouTube. That's right, because, I remember this, I'm sorry, because of my grandmother. Nikki and Victor, there was a thing on YouTube, and they're clearly older now, but
Yes.
I saw that, and
Are
that's
they
recent.
still on the show?
Yeah,
You're kidding.
I know.
What a
I know,
career
I
for
know.
them.
Jesus, doesn't that make you feel old?
It
It's the
does.
2000 it's 2026 and they're still on it.
I know.
They've been on it since the '70s for 80s,
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Could you imagine
But
having that kind of longevity in anything, let alone a show?
I think that is why the beauty to do and it's sad to see the ending of soap operas in general, is that any like, older people can still have a long career and get paid for the something
Yeah.
that they love to do.
Yeah.
It's not
Well,
youth
actually, and
driven.
it's you know what? It's not for the faint of heart. If
Soap
you
operas?
cannot yeah, as an actor, if you
Mm.
cannot memorize your
Yep,
lines
yep,
quickly,
yep.
because you get them that day. You have to learn how to act in such a way. I know everyone gives it like such a shoddy
They shouldn't.
reputation, but they are the hardest working actors out there.
It's look,
And it takes
if you
so
saw
much talent to do
it
that.
really does. I mean, the amount of people, Julianne Moore, Judith Light, I can't think of all the there's so many people that got their roots and
Yeah.
start from that. And the brilliant thing as a Gen Xer, I gotta ask you, did you have a favorite, Connie? Did your grandmother, mother, did you guys
Show?
watch? Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember my mom watching The Edge of Night,
The Edge of
which was
Night.
a
That
black and white soap opera, so
Oh,
that's the beginning.
wow.
Then it went to,
The Edge
I
of
think it
Night, was kinda I thought it was a little bit
I don't know. I
scary.
don't remember. I just remember
Mm.
I remember
Me
seeing,
too.
like, that, like, the logo that they would
Yeah.
have on with the music and everything, and it was in
That's why I
black
thought
and
it was
white,
scary.
so
Okay.
oh, yeah.
Yeah. I never
Um,
watched it, but anyway, go
it
on.
sounds like it could be The Edge of
Well,
Night.
ask your mom.
Yeah, I know. And then Another World,
Yeah.
and I loved Another World. I don't know if it was because of my mom and my grandmother watching it and everything, but I loved it. And then it
Anne
went
Heche was in that.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
See?
then it went to Young and the Restless and
Yeah.
Days of Our Lives,
Yeah.
and then that was it. Like, that's
There
but
it
we would come
was
home from school, and my
yeah.
mom would have a pot of tea ready
Yeah.
and cookies and stuff, and we would sit down, and that's what we would do when we came home from school. When we were
Huh,
older. When we were
I was
younger,
gonna
it
say,
was
how
like
appropriate for youngsters.
when we were younger, it was like, I don't know, I don't remember what show it was that we would sit down and watch, but, yeah.
Uh, it was look, if there's some parts of it that when you got hooked onto a storyline with some of these shows, it was sometimes it was really gripping, sometimes it was so campy you couldn't not miss it.
Mhm.
Um, I used to watch in university Days of Our Lives, and, this girl I live with, Andrea, she and I loved watching it because it was so over the top with Eileen Davidson playing 3 roles on that show. Could you imagine?
Oh, I know.
I mean, that's talent. I will give
Yeah,
Eileen Davidson all the flowers. She worked her ass off,
yeah,
and it was brilliant, but we grew up when there was so many choices of soap operas out there,
yeah.
and and not for nothing, it actually was a serious part of life back then because women could stay home and do what they need to do and watch their stories, take care of the house, whatever it was. Yes, I get it. It sounds so archaic, but it was such an important part of the landscape at the time.
Yeah.
And and soap operas were it. These people were huge, huge stars.
Mhm.
Not just for daytime, but people recognize them right away.
Yeah.
And again, as I repeat myself, with just the just as a really good start for people to get their acting chops,
Oh,
I suppose would be it. I
absolutely,
mean,
and to be
Judith
seen, to be noticed.
absolutely. It's and all of them are always thankful for that start.
Yeah.
Like Sarah Michelle Gellar, she was on All My Children.
There
Was it All My
was
Children?
there
I
was
think so.
one person that,
She even went
had
back.
left, and I don't remember who it was, but I remember the controversy of them. She did, like, a few shows on Young and the Restless and then stopped, and then she was on an
Oh,
interview bashing the soap opera industry, and Victor, the actor that plays Victor, I don't remember his
yeah.
name, came out and said, "That's because you couldn't do it." He
Uh,
was pretty much saying, "Bash this industry all you want, but that's because you didn't have the stamina or the ability to
do you know
keep
who it
up."
was?
I don't remember.
It was Eva Longoria.
Oh, was it?
Yeah,
Yeah. I know it was somebody,
yeah.
and they were just like, "Don't bash
That's who it
something just
was.
because you didn't have the
That you didn't
talent."
exactly. Although she did go on to Desperate
Oh
Housewives, which
oh,
is still
yeah.
good, but but yeah, I
It is
I get
such a
that.
fast pace, though. There's so many people that it's unbelievable to think of being able to do it.
I will say for people, if you're interested in fun movies about that world, there's 2 movies I would recommend. Soap Dish with Sally Field and Whoopi Goldberg, and Tootsie, of
Oh,
course,
yeah.
Tootsie with Dustin Hoffman. Those are classic, classic movies that give you just a little bit of a even though there are comedies, it still gives you a glimpse
Yeah,
as to what that world is like. And Connie is absolutely right when it comes to having to memorize your lines for the next day. You have that's it's a day-to-day thing,
yeah.
like a podcast.
Yes, except we don't have
Except
lines, we just kinda
exactly.
talk on off the cuff and still, like, have to, like, go, "Oh, what is it that we
Oh,
were
what was it?
saying?
Yeah.
Let me Google that for a second, 1 sec."
But we are proud of ourselves because we did stick to the topic, which was just in general, just about Oscars
Mhm.
and the work and just even just in terms of the arts in general, because this is all part of that umbrella.
Oh, yeah.
And we I don't care what anyone says about AI, and we've talked about AI before, and it's encroaching into this world. People still want real. They
Oh,
still wanna see
absolutely.
real
That's
faces
why I don't
and
think that
dancing and
AI
everything.
will I think they'll
Take
try.
over? They're trying.
I think they'll try, but I
Yeah,
don't think that AI will take over. Like, I cannot
I hope.
imagine people wanting to watch AI actors. I can't imagine people wanting to listen to an AI storyline. I'm
But
not saying it won't happen.
yeah,
I'm thinking
yeah.
that there's gonna be a huge pushback when it does come down to it, that people want the real thing, that people want humans.
I would ask Abby, your daughter, because she's of that age group where this is what they know.
Yeah,
It's not us. This is where I do think the conundrum sometimes of being a Gen Xer is that we grew up without this stuff. So it's a
right.
real struggle to see fake these online technology creatures taking over a world that we would never imagine that something fake and phony would want to replace something that's real, but
Mhm.
it's happening. I would ask Abby, you know, do they care if this is like, do they care if the character is just an AI driven creation
Yeah,
or or if the singer or the dancer or whatever it is right in front of them or is real? Like, what do they? Because they're the ones, not us.
yeah,
We're our generation's moving forward and will be gone, and they're the ones that have to
yeah.
pick up the pieces afterwards. So
However, the interesting part about saying, do they wanna see something that is fake?
yeah,
We've been watching a lot of
fake.
actors
Yeah.
with their fake faces,
Oh my God, Connie, I
fake
mean, you're going
lips,
somewhere. I can
fake
see your face.
boobs, fake
Yeah,
butt, fake
yeah,
everything, right?
yeah.
And calling that the beauty standard, right? None of it's real, but that's now somehow the beauty standard. I mean, look at going back to the Kardashians, look at them. They
Yeah,
don't look anything like what their original pictures were, right? They are
nothing
one
like
like,
their
top to bottom,
oh,
their
yeah,
waist, their butt, their boobs, their
yeah,
face,
yep,
everything is fake about them, and yet
yep,
they are being held as the beauty standard
yeah.
for a lot of people. So maybe that was the lead up to us being okay with having a fake, beautiful image of a woman, because for some odd reason, it always seems to be women that we want to have this
Mhm.
high standard of what beauty is supposed to look like, and yet be completely unachievable at the same time unless you have millions of dollars to nip and tuck it all away
Yeah.
and turn yourself into something else. So, you know, I don't know.
It's it was I went to see my mother-in-law, and we were watching this movie called Avanti, and it's with, Jack Lemmon and Juliette Mills. It's from 1972, and in it, Juliette Mills and Jack Lemmon are going to Italy because Jack Lemmon's dad died there. And at one scene, he called her a fat ass, and she isn't at all.
Mhm.
but from a beauty standards in 1972, maybe I didn't see it. But
Mhm.
now, when you look at that, you're just like, really?
Yeah.
And but it's always starts somewhere when, especially, you're right, when it comes to women and
Mhm.
how they're viewed. But she was naturally absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
I wanted to swear. She's so beautiful.
You could have.
And it's just, I guess you're right when it comes to nowadays how nothing is as it appears. She is exactly how she appeared in that movie. That's
Mhm.
her.
Yeah.
No nips, no tucks, nothing. That's
Yeah.
it. Whereas now, if somebody was to be called that, either it's gonna go one way or they're gonna embrace it, but mostly they'll probably wanna change it and fix it and snip
Yeah.
it out or whatever. So I guess I never really thought about it from that perspective, and this is sometimes why, like, when we're doing this, I'm always mindful of sometimes I'm mindful of our audience because I know that we have a viewpoint, but
Mhm.
I'm curious just sometimes to know what they think.
Yeah.
The people that are coming up behind us. Ask your daughters one day, just in terms of what they, because 'cause they'll tell you.
Oh, I know. I
You know?
know.
Even Jack, ask Jack too what he thinks 'cause, I'm curious, actually. I'll ask him something else 'cause, coming with another episode. This is
Right.
more him. But, anyways,
Well, if you guys have who are
yeah,
listening have your opinions on whether or not an AI version of an actor or AI storyline or anything, would would deter you from watching the movie or encourage you to watch the movie, or if you even care, either way, let us know. Just put your comment at the bottom of this podcast or wherever it might
absolutely.
be that you're listening, whether it's Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, YouTube, or wherever it is that you get your podcast from.
That's right, because we really do wanna hear your thoughts about this. And make no mistake, it is changing, and we're curious to know what you think about that, whether it affects you, whether you don't care. It's just it's all important. It's all part of the discourse, and
Yeah.
we'd love to hear
Yeah.
what you think.
And
Right,
if
Con?
you wanna let us know what you think of Timothee Chalamet and his comments as well, I mean, let us know. I know what I think, and
Oh,
I just
she
told you
really,
what I
really
thought.
does. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Stay tuned for the next episode. Connie, you have a great, great, great day.
Thank you, you too. Love you,
Love you.
Steve.
Bye, Con.
Bye.